atentos y en una individualidad. Y eso no es algo que tú haces o que estás haciéndolo mal o que no se termina o... Tranquila.
Eso no se va a terminar nunca, ese nudo.
No, eso no, nunca es muy largo, ¿no? Pero ese no es el punto de esfuerzo. Ahí no tienes que concentrarte en eso.
Pero como tira parece que llama la atención, ¿no?
No, él no tira. Es que tu atención hace que parezca que tira. No tira. Descansa en tu ser, deja que las cosas fluyan, desapégate de la acción y
que suceda.
Sí.
Suceda lo que suceda.
Pero si igual, ¿qué vas a hacer? ¿Ah?
Ya, si es que no quiera al final. Hasta que uno
Entrégate.
Mentalmente lo digo mucho. Es que sea lo que Dios quiera, no sé qué.
Sí, pero es todo de aquí para afuera. Sí, y por dentro...
Y me quedo ahí, digo, tal.
No, por eso te digo, tienes que decirlo, tienes que hacerlo íntegramente.
Yo me lo creo que lo digo enteramente. Me vuelvo a coger el papel rápido.
No, por eso, pero si sucede, pues que pase. Que suceda, desapégate de eso. Hay parte que es todo un ciclo natural de sí mismo. No tiene nada que ver con lo que tú haces o no haces. También tienes que desapegarte, ¿entiendes? Eso estamos hablando, desapégate. Desapégate de ese proceso, desapégate. Mantente en paz en el ser, no te angusties con fantasías. No te angusties con fantasías. Que hay poco tiempo.
¿Se le pasamos el micrófono a otro?
No. Para angustiarse con fantasías hay poco tiempo.
You say some of that in English because I was interested in what you said and then...
Sí, nos cambiamos. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, we started in English and then...
Don't worry. It's good. I was talking about the same in different language. How do you say no te angusties con fantasías en inglés, eh? No, entertain no. Angustiar no se usa en inglés. No hay una palabra para angustia.
Anguish. Anguish, ¿no?
No, anguish no.
¿Existe angustia? Sí, anguish.
No, anxious es ansioso. Angustia.
Anguish. Existe anguish.
No, but that's not... What is that? Yes? Yeah. Don't feel anguish with fantasies.
Don't entertain fantasies or nurture them.
Someone else wants to speak?
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Gracias. Tonight, yes, please.
It was interesting what you were saying, and I wanted to hear more. And you were saying about how temptation comes when you want something that you can't have, especially when you have guilt. Then it's more. Can you talk more about that?
Yes, when you have guilt, when you have, we are analyzing, we were looking at the aspect of temptation, yes? And it is linked with something that doesn't match with your image, you understand? That challenges your image. So, in a way, it's something forbidden because it brings refreshment, in a way, because of the switch. But you also feel you're doing something wrong. Yes? To flow like that. Yeah? Something that you might not be able to afford. So that's what happens within the process. And I was saying to Luth, it's important to have an understanding of the process. So you can see more clearly where it comes from and how it works, how it operates. Yeah? From clarity, the relief of swapping images is no longer attractive. Yes? No longer attractive because you don't need to swap one. You're already free from the one you have. You're not suffocating in it. Yeah? You're not suffocating in it.
Because you realize that it's coming from a place of not being able to have.
Yes, exactly. It comes from that. Yes?
So you're getting attached to it because you can't have it, and then you're making images about it because you can't have it, and it's a vicious circle.
Yes.
But if you could have it, then you wouldn't bother.
No, exactly. So it's like knowing, understanding the process, yeah?
But when you are attached, how do you unattach? I mean, I know what you're saying, that once you understand it, then you won't. But what happens if you do understand it and you still don't?
No, you can't. It's an impossibility.
Then I don't understand.
If you understand, yes, you don't try to avoid or to create any effect. You understand. If you don't understand, then you're trying to find out how to deal with it. So to understand and yet try to deal is impossible. So you might say you understand it. You're trying to convince yourself that but the nature of it works in that field.
So does it just go hand in hand with desire then?
With?
Desire?
Yes, of course. That's the essence of desire. That's the essence of desire.
So herein lies liberation, really? So herein lies liberation.
Hearing?
So then, here we have liberation.
Yes, exactly. Everything comes with the promise of liberation as well. Yeah? In one way or another. That's what desire is functioning on. The hope.
And ultimately the hope of liberation. Only it kind of does the river thing to the sea on the way.
Mm-hmm.
It wends around other corners whilst it attaches.
Yeah, so eventually it gets to the ocean and it opens wide and limitless. Yes.
So can you give us 1 or 2 ABCs to do when we're in that situation?
If you are unclear about who you are, yes, it's a great tool for you to see how quiet you can be. Yes, so you can just be still and just let things pass. Yes, take it as a challenge, but not because it's forbidden. It's because you are discovering that you can transcend the whole process.
And that's not ignoring.
No, that's not ignoring it. That's actually distracting from it. Let it do its own course. But you don't put into it.
Just observation.
Yeah.
Which is what meditation is really.
Yes. Yes, because otherwise any other technique, it involves you into into that controlling thing. Yes.
So when you observe it and you overcome it in that moment and it doesn't distract you for the next 10 minutes or day or week, and then it comes again and you observe it again and you're okay, and it comes again and you just keep doing that until it doesn't come anymore.
No. You're doing that for you to reinforce your awareness of self, for seeing that it's actually a fact, that you don't depend on that to be consumed or to that circle to be done. Once you become very clear about that, yes,
it doesn't come back.
It's a promise, yeah. It is. If you're clear about it, it doesn't matter if it comes or not. Because that's what I tried to say earlier. If you understand, it's not about if it happens or not. Yes. Everything comes back to be checked.
But when you say transcend it, you automatically mean not to follow? Or to follow, it doesn't matter? In this case?
At the beginning you cannot follow.
Okay.
And you can see,
better, no?
you can see that because you need to accumulate awareness.
Okay, so the beginning is better not touch it.
And that's to take distance. Yes, of course. If you're unaware, take distance and be still in front of everything, not only stillness.
But not always transcendent means not to do it.
Not always transcendent means not to do it. Of course not.
Transcendent can be also.
Yes.
But
yeah.
okay, in this case I understand.
Okay, very good. Do you too? Yeah?
Getting there. It's a really fine line, it seems, between what you ignore persists, resist persists. It just seems like a really fine line to me. Between.
Yes, because what is happening is really what has never been checked is that aspect in which you establish a relationship with the pattern. You understand? If it happens in a moment in which you are discovering, yes, your own stillness, yes, then it's a tool for self-awareness, yes, for self-realization. If it happens when you're not around that possibility, or maybe because you are already free and you know it, then it doesn't present itself in such a way. You understand? It's called different. It's not a temptation. You understand? Temptation, it has already it's loaded, the word, no? I mean, it's like, glass of water, I don't say I'm tempted to drink this water. You know what I mean? I just drink it. Yeah?
It's to clarify something about the same issue about temptation and thank you. I just want to check what you're saying. I think is that when desire arises or temptation arises, that immediately we come up against an image of ourselves. So to fall into it, to go with the temptation or to not go with the temptation, both of those choices is made against an image of ourselves. Is that what you're saying? Or shall I just drop it?
You know, there are some things I speak about, yes, with the intention for you to have a vision, yes, of a phenomenal aspect of our condition. But I invite you into a room to celebrate clarity and to get a lift with it. But you enter with, how do you call it, the knife that the surgeon used?
Scalpel.
What?
Scalpel.
Scalpel. Yes, you enter with scalpels in your pocket. And while I speak, I realize you're taking something out of your pocket. And you start chopping things out and putting them in different places, and and I was just telling you something for you to have clarity about a functioning in your condition. And you can't listen without using your knife or your scissors. In a way, I know what's your concern. I know what is happening, and I'm answering in a most constructive way for you to approach clarity about that and freedom, awareness of freedom in relation with that particular subject we are discussing. So you don't need knives. You asked me, I cut already this here. Where shall I put it? I cut this bit here because I didn't think it was good there. Obviously, as you probably agree. Can I go on? Where shall I put it? And then suddenly I'm here. Yeah? Having to tell you, look, I didn't mean you cut that thing there, and it's not for you to put it somewhere. Isn't it? Yeah? It's just because within the process of this precision, and there is also experience, and there is also an amount of bit of everything included in the process. Amount of explanation, amount of experience, amount of interaction.